On today's episode of Schaefer Customs, we're gonna do a little unboxing. Got the Terminator X system. I've always wanted one. I finally broke down and bought one. And then the Holley EFI 7-inch screen. Just gonna open them up and see what's inside. And I got this stuff for my Camaro. If you guys have been following along, my 1978 Z28 Camaro LS swap. Had the turbo on it. I actually wound up buying another turbo kit. Hand you over to my camera girl. Y'all see me? So, like I was saying, I've always wanted one. A lot of you guys have already probably, had them, used them, and whatnot. I've always wanted to get one. I finally broke down and bought one. So, I figured I'd open it up and we'll go through it together. Terminator X system, not the Max. I'm running a 6-speed in the Camaro, so I'll start with a 7-inch screen. This was I think it's $8.99. This is 14 and some change. So the inside here, I don't know if you can see that. It might come over here. You got the screen. Comes with obviously the quick start guide. We're not going to read any of that. We'll just mess it up and then try to fix it later. Right?
Yeah.
So it comes with a nice Holley EFI. I gotta get the dash kit for it or make one. It's supposed to be all plug and play. I don't know if you can see it way back there, but check it out. Yeah. Alright, so we got that. Can adapter harness. Don't ask me what half this stuff's for. I'll have to read it. Like I said, not a professional. This is my first one I bought. Just figured I'd share it with you guys. So, comes with the can adapter. There's the part number. Oh, we got a nice little fancy. What do you call that thing?
Screwdriver.
Well, that's a screwdriver. But what's the other one? The little brain fart.
Oh, stylus.
Yeah, there you go. And then a cleaner. Screws, I'm guessing, to mount it. Oh. Some kind of technology thing. Plug that in. And then we got a can extension harness. Here's the part number. It says 61223. Apparently that's all you get in this kit. This is an addition to the 3.5-inch color touch screen that comes in the other kit that we're gonna open up now. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of had this one already open. I waited on this one. Let's see if I can remember how to put it back in there. All this nice fancy foam. What else is nice is I can use that for a template. For the screen if I don't feel like spending. I looked it up, I think it's, I don't know, for the in-dash part, it was like $200-300. This bolts into that and bolts right into the factory part of the Camaro. We can glance through this. I'm just looking for pictures. Yeah. Got all kinds of goodies in there you can go through. Tuning. I'll be able to hook up my laptop to it. It's got all kinds of different gauge screens. You know what that reminds me of? back when I was your age and I was playing Need for Speed Underground. You guys can't say that, don't remind you of it. I don't know, I kind of like this one. But it's nice, it's got a bunch of different layouts. A bunch of other boring stuff in here we'll figure out. When we throw it in the Camaro, I'm going to wind up pulling all the Firebird stuff back out. I'm going to order the harness for the car itself. That'll either be painless or a buddy told me about American brain fart. I can't think of the name of it, but I'll remember it later. But it's basically a whole harness for the car. So I'm going to take everything back out of the car that I put in there. I know. Why would you put it in? Well, that's what I had to run. So the 98 Firebird harness is going to come out. The steering column is going to come out. And then the new harness will replace all of that. So it'll be like factory setup. I'm trying to go back the right way. Still got to order a fuel tank and EFI, or an EFI fuel tank kit. But yeah, let's go open up my birthday Christmas to myself present. Not cut myself. I think the box is winning. Just remember, you don't want to get bloody, cut towards a buddy. Don't do that. Am I supposed to cut that? I think so. Alright, let's cut this down here. I'm supposed to cut that. Alright, like I said, never had one. I've always wanted it. They're pretty pricey, but it comes with all kinds of stuff. I'll have boost control in it, 2-step. Got Malibu over here, newest member. Oh girl, Malibu and Chevelle. Alright, now first glance, this is what we got. It's a pretty nice little kit. Obviously all the connectors should be all labeled. Yep, ignition. So this is basically going to run the engine. Obviously I'll have to have the starter hooked up, but and then I'll be able to run all my gauges through this, so I don't have to buy a bunch of extra gauges. Alright, so I got that. Got probably the power maybe, relay. Oh, ground pieces, ends. Rev B. Pretty sure these are the main power. This probably connects right to the connect direct to battery terminals only. And there we got the 3.5-inch screen. All comes in the kit. I gotta buy the little dash thing, under dash kit for this one, so it'll get if I could talk, I'd tell you, held under the dash. Also comes with some 3M stick-ons, so you can probably stick it to the dash if you wanted.
The stylus.
Oh, it's actually got a holder. Oh, that's cool. Look at that.
That's cool.
So there's our little controller. And then we got the stylus to go through that. Oh man, look, oh girl. this is probably injectors. And hopefully I got the right injector harness. I think I did. Pretty sure these are the EV6. Oh, you can't eat that. So, very nice, clean. Should be all labeled too, I think. No, you cannot eat that, girl. Yeah, they're all numbered. Injector 8, injector 7, 6. All the other ones. Comes with your Bosch O2 sensor. What?
6, 7.
6, 7. So your Bosch O2 sensor is going to go into the exhaust. Sure, I'm glad they got all these labeled. Oh, we got to have one of these. You know what this is? That's at least 25 horsepower. Yeah. Good thing is it's got, hopefully, somewhere in here, the instructions. But they're all pretty much labeled, so it's supposed to be a plug and play, pretty simple. Like I said, 25 horsepower at least. Gotta have a sticker. This is probably gonna be for your accessories and stuff. I know a lot of you guys and girls watching are probably like, yeah, you know, that goes here, that goes there. Let me know down in the comments. We got, I'm guessing that's an O2 bung. These are probably for the vacuum to the computer. Different vacuum ports. We got a warranty card. Have to scan that and register it. And this is gonna be the computer. It's pretty light. Oh, they do have instructions. Of course, we're just looking for pictures. We're not gonna read anything. It kind of explains everything. I got the Terminator X. I don't need the Max because I'm running a 6-speed. But if you know, you have a automatic, you get the Max and you get a bunch more stuff. Controls the transmission and stuff. A little breakdown of what's there. Before we get into it. Shows you how to hook the fuel system up. Shows you where to put your O2 sensors. Pretty cool. I'm excited. I don't know if you can tell, but I am. You'll have to follow along for when we actually go and we put it in the car. Weather permitted. My little shop's full of Camaro right now, and I'd like to pull it out. Open up the doors, pull the old harness out, and then I'll run this one. I gotta get the other harness ordered for the car itself, so I can I'll have a whole new harness. I have the factory harness for it, but I don't want to burn my rig down. It's old glass fuse style. Let's check this thing out. Check it out with me. Oh, no stickers. And then there's the, yeah, so that's where the vacuum will go. Like I said, this is all going to control my the 5.3 in the Camaro. I also have a turbo system. I got a different one that's on it right now. I'm taking off. I just needed a bunch of other little stuff, and my buddy hooked me up with a full kit. Front mount intercooler, all the piping, all the clamps, the hoses, everything I need to hook that up. And it has the hooker manifolds, so it actually sets the turbo down and back, because I don't want to cut my new cowl hood. Well, I mean, it's probably like 7 years old now, but I still don't want to cut my hood. But yeah, that being said, that is the unboxing of the Terminator X system. If you already have one, you know, that's awesome. I'm all ears on, different ways of hooking it up and whatnot, but I'm not going to get to that for a little bit. This video was just I wanted to unbox it with everybody. And then, I'll go through and make another video on the turbo maybe or something, but we're waiting on nicer weather. It's been kind of cold and snowy and, cold in the shop. I only got the little grill to heat it still, so yeah. I mean, like I said a million times, I've never done one. Doesn't mean I'm gonna be scared to try. It's pretty much plug and play. Should be pretty simple. And I didn't need the dash part, but it makes it better because you'll have this and that'll run your all my gauges and whatnot. And then I think they got another harness that you can order to do like a GPS speedometer, so my speedometer will work. Kind of cool when we're out there making turbo noises, having a speedometer. But hey, till then, keep following along, like, subscribe. We're gonna keep plucking away. It's been too long. It's been almost 2 years since I touched the Camaro. It should be illegal. But, I worked on the 57, so that's on the channel. Did a bunch of work on my son's Cutlass, that's on there. The girls have been helping too. Kenzie ran the camera. She actually helped swap the motors in the 57. Got my wife in there hiding from the camera for now, but she's a lot of help. I'm not going to break this out yet, because it'll probably be a pain to tangle it back up, but everything's there. Plug and play, all your relays, O2 sensors, just hook up a couple wires, plug and play the harness, and fire up that LS. Hey, y'all have a great night.